Hi, good afternoon. My name is Barbara Butler. I'm the host of Experience, Strength, and Hope. And today I'm sitting here with Kandi Talley. She's the owner of Mix and Sweets Bakery, and she's going to tell me a little bit how she turned her passion into a business. Kandi, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Well, like Miss Barbara said, my name is Kandi Talley. I started Mix and Sweets Bakery 2018 March. One, I would have to be super honest and say that I didn't have a clue that this was going to happen. I had my pastor at the time just continued to he tried some stuff. Me and my mom did like a sweet Sunday at the church. Mm-hmm. And we just wanted to bake. And we did that, took it to the church, and people started trying our stuff. And my pastor was like, listen, you need to do something with this. And I was like, yeah, not really, because I really didn't really have enough confidence to really do it. Push something, my age kind of like stopped me, kind of believing that, me being like 40 something years old, trying to start baking in this industry that so many people has already spent 20, 30, 40 years doing. And now here I am, like literally have no experience, trying to come out and do, but I just did it. And when I did it, it just started to get me to the place I'm in right now.
Because I remember, I've been following you on social media, so I remember you starting like in the malls, where you were like vendoring in the malls. Mm-hmm. And then I saw, so how long was it when you started in the mall till you opened up your store? How long were you vendoring before? Right.
So, honestly, before I even started in the malls, I started doing pop-ups. Okay. So I started doing the pop-ups, and let's say like summertime of 2018. Okay. So I did a couple pop-up shops. Then by October that year, 2018, mm-hmm. I had my first pop-up shop. So I kind of like jumped real mm-hmm. big. I rented a spot at I think it was in Lago. I want to say Holiday Inn, mm-hmm. and I was the only person there. I was the only vendor. So I was like, no, I wanted only to be me. Mm-hmm. So I did that, and when I did that, I just started doing it. From there, I had my own, and then people started to come. It was my first event. Literally packed. It was packed all day long for 4 hours. So I was grateful about that. But so I just started doing them. I started doing them on a regular basis. And then I started doing them all. Like I was at Charles County mm-hmm. Mall. So I was at Charles County Mall maybe 2020. Okay. 2020, early 2020, late 2019. And then in April 2020, that's when I secured the spot where I am now.
So is baking something that you always wanted to do, or is it just something you just started doing?
So, well, career-wise, no. I didn't have a clue. Career-wise. But when I was young, I did stay in the kitchen with my mother. Mm-hmm. I stayed in the kitchen with my mother, my grandmother. I was that kid that sat there and was like, okay, can I crack an egg? Can I do this? Can I do that? And my mother was the type of mother that she allowed me to be a part of whatever she was doing if I wanted to. So when I started doing that, then after she get finished and we mixing and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, please let me lick the bowl. Right. Right. I wanted to lick the bowl and stuff like that. So, of course, that was good time for me and my mother, like, because we got to spend some time together. I kind of looked at her and the stuff that she used to create. I'd be like, wow, she did it. So when I started to bake on my own, it was just for the family. Okay. So holidays come up. Okay, you got this cake, and I'd be like, okay, you got this cheesecake. Okay, fine. So that was my job. Right. And then, so career-wise, no, because I never tapped into it. Now, to be honest, the art side of me, I have to be honest, so I don't want nobody to think I'm, blowing smoke. I have that. Yeah, I did nails for like 14, 15 years. So the creative side in me has always been there, So I just had to transition and learn the process of cakes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I can literally see something and recreate what I see.
So I know
that
takes a talent.
God. Let me tell you, God is amazing.
Yes.
So He, I understand fully that I know that's nothing but Him giving me that gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So during your journey, so I see now that a lot of your family works for you.
Yes.
How is that going with your family?
So we are team family. So, of course, just like any other family, to be super honest, like we have our ups and we have our downs and stuff like that. We get on each other's nerves. And also, too, we all want to win.
Right.
So, everybody tapped into the vision. That's just like, even with our outreach dance ministry at His Feet. So that's my mother's vision. So me and my sister and also my girls, we have tapped into that vision for my mom. Right. So when I started saying, okay, this is what I'm doing, when they started seeing me create, they tapped in, so, and I thank God for having people or having my family that's tapped in where they see where God can take, our business. And honestly, I didn't even make up the name. My mother did that. So my mother is when I say my mom is all the way tapped in, my dad is all the way tapped in, my sister, my husband, my kids, everybody is tapped in. My mother, I didn't even have a name. Like the bakery, BAKURY. Like that wasn't me. That was my mother. My mother is so jazzy and so, she is just such a fiery person. She's so, spicy. So she did. I was like, what am I supposed to call it? So my mom was like, what you do? And then and I said, well, she's like, when you're in the kitchen, what you do? And I was like, well, I mix this together. I mix sugar and butter. And, she said, okay, mix. And then she was like, mixing, And then she said, what do you do? She was like, you mix all them sweet together? Okay, there you go, mixing sweets. And then she said, we ain't going to do bakery like everybody else.
Right. We're
going to spell it how we want to spell it. So my mom did all of that. So even from the very beginning, she was tapped in, you know what I mean? And then when everybody started to see what God was doing, and it just happened so fast. It really happened fast. I was working at Kaiser one day, and then literally the next moment, I was walking in this building and seeing this building, and we was literally gutting this building out. Wow. For the bakery, like, just to see, like, honestly, just to see the whole train. And I learned so much in that process. Like, it was foreign. Everything was foreign to me. I did not understand. But God allowed me to connect with some people that was trustworthy and spoke with me, had me on, and I asked questions. I was on that job site every day. I was leaning, like I was I was leaning. I was like, okay, so what we doing here? And what, so that's what I was doing. I was absolutely hands-on because that was the only way I was going to learn this process for the next journey. You know what I mean? For the next time. So, I needed to be present. So I've been present with the complete build out and everything. So, it was definitely a journey.
So did you take any classes or?
Self-taught.
Everything is self-taught.
Everything. So, okay, let me just back up. Okay. So I did, I got to tell you this story.
Okay.
So when my bishop kept on saying, okay, you need to do something with this. And I was like, yeah, but no, so I was battling with, my age and the time span that, like, I'm going to be at the bottom. You know what I mean? Because the time that I'm starting.
Right.
So me and my work mother, I had to work, I was at work. So me and my work mother, we went out to Michael's. And I was like, okay, well, my bishop said, so let me just go ahead and just see. So I went to Michael's and they had this kit about this big, had all these pieces in it. It was like 100 and some pieces. So I bought the kit. I was like, all right, well, let me see. I'm going to take this kit home. I opened the kit up and then all these pieces started falling out. They were small, medium, big. So I said, oh, okay. And I started putting the stuff back in. I shut it up and I went and got my money back. Because I was like, no
I'm about to do that.
It's no way that I'm going to literally learn how to do everything. You know, you see how many pieces this is? So, you know, sometimes you can count yourself out and you ain't even started yet. So you haven't even given yourself enough credit to say, well, let's just see
where this is going to go.
Where it's going to go. I counted myself out already. Off the break, I counted myself out. So then I started saying, well, I don't have to do everything that people do. Let me just make pretty cakes. So that was my thing. Okay. So let me just make pretty cakes. That's what I could do. So I said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get it again. Get the kit again. So I went back to the store and I bought the same kit again. So what I started doing is I started looking at YouTube. And I was like, okay, well, I think I probably can do that. So then I said, well, maybe I need to take a class. So I went, not directly to take the class, but I started looking on YouTube, and then I started doing stuff, but I was following the steps on YouTube step by step. So then I said, okay, well, I don't need this tool because I don't want to do that. You know, so I started Xing out the stuff that wasn't for me. So that's all you got to do. Everything is not for everybody. So I started eliminating some of those pieces that I didn't want to do because I didn't want to do everything. I just wanted to put myself in a box, and that's what I had did. So I did all this stuff to myself. I put myself in this box. So I said I just want to do pretty cakes. So that's what I started out to do. And then it was not me. It was the people that would start seeing me doing these cakes. And then they would start pushing me. Okay, well, can you do this? Or can you do? So then I was like, yeah.
I saw you did a shoe cake.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
That is awesome. It takes a lot of talent.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah. It takes a lot of talent and time to do what you do. Yeah. You got to have a passion.
Yeah, you do. And I think, you know, it doesn't. So now I understand that it does not make a difference how old you are. When God has something for you to do, then it doesn't matter the age. So I started praying to God. I was like, okay, God, well, you know, if this is what you have for me, make me look like I've been doing it for a long time. So I said, so if somebody been doing it for 20 years, let me do that in 2. You know what I mean? So I started, those was my prayers. So then when it started to happen, I was like, oh my goodness. So then I realized that, you know, let me go back. I did take a class. So when I took this class, this was so wild because I signed up for the class and it was a lot of people in the class. But when I had signed up for the class, but when I went to the class, it was only me.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, he want me to look good. So he, you know, so I think that, so she didn't have anybody asking her questions. She only had me. So I took, and understand that any class that you take at Michael's or, well, at the time, AC Moore, it is not a full-blown class. Like, you know, it's just the absolute beginning basic class. You're not going to get, you can get some things out of it, but you're not going to get a lot out of it. A lot of the stuff that I got you know, to where I am now is self-taught. It was me studying my craft. So God gave me this gift. So I had to study. You know what I mean? So that's how I got to the point where, you know, and I see the growth every time I do it. Every time I touch a cake, I see the growth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because every time I see what you do, I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah. I'll be like, so then when I go back and look, I was telling my daughter-in-law, I was like, yeah. I had some cakes on Instagram that I need to take off because I started, you know, and I did not remove anything because I never wanted to forget where I came from. Right. You know what I mean? So, but now I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to take some. No,
I think it's good so you can remember where you were to where you are now.
Yeah, because a lot of times we forget. We're human. When you start just going throughout your day, and just the time and the life, and then your journey and steps and stuff like that, and then you forget the beginning part. And that's why I really kept it up, because I did not want to forget where I started. But I think some of the things that God has given me, like, he won't allow me to forget. So I don't have to keep it up, because he won't allow me to forget. Trust me, I'm living it every day.
So how many locations do you have?
So I only have one at the moment. So I and sometimes it's a nugget. Just because other people push growth on you don't mean it's always good to grow too fast. So I did have 2 locations. I had the Wardorf location, and then I also had I was on Bowling Air Force Base, which was not a good fit for the bakery, because the thing about it is that now I understand where I was putting myself in a box. God don't want me to be in a box. So being on the base, it was a box for me, because nobody, I'm in DC, but nobody can get on the base. You have to be
only the military.
Yeah, only military. So we actually shut down May 2023. We closed out there, and I have no intentions of opening another spot until God say so. But I do have a trailer.
And I saw that. I wanted to ask you about the trailer. So how did the trailer come about?
So actually, I wanted a trailer before I wanted space, a building. But the building came first. So, okay, then you kind of like, okay, well, got the building, you don't need the trailer, right? So maybe about some months ago, I'm going to say maybe about 7-8 months ago, God just started putting the trailer back in my spirit, and it was really heavy. Like, I was torn with this thing for like 3 to 4 months, and I was waking up in the middle of the night, can't sleep, but the trailer is in my spirit. So I would get up, do research on trailers, the cost, and all that stuff like that. When I was seeing the cost, I was like, yeah, shut the computer. I'm going back to sleep, because I was like, listen, I don't have it right now for a trailer. But it would not release from my spirit. Like it was like a nag in my spirit. So I just kept on. So then I was like, God, listen, if this is what you want for me, girl don't have no money for no girl don't have no money for no trailer. So I was like, so you gonna have to do something. So I just kept on doing the process. So I would reach out to all these people, ask for quotes. I had no money, and ask for quotes, this and just keep on. But this one company just kept on talking to me. This lady just kept on talking back to me. So she was the one that engaged me the most. And then she was telling me what she could do for me, and also too, far as the coding is concerned for my county, they study the coding. So those was all pluses to me, but still I didn't have any money. So she was like, so if you want to come out, and I was like, yeah, I don't have no money. But then literally a week later, I started receiving all these checks in the mail. So I was like, oh God. Yeah, I was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, well, God, I ain't gonna blow this money. So I reached out to her, and I scheduled an appointment. I paid my deposit, because I did not want to have another bill. If I was going to do it, I wanted to pay cash. So, and that's what he allowed me to do, was pay cash. So I went, put my deposit down on the trailer, and then I designed the trailer for me, for mixing sweets. So that's what I did. But yeah, all of it, God, because I didn't want to accumulate another bill, another loan, no nothing, so yeah, I started receiving.
Wow, I'm just thinking how you said you wanted the trailer before you got the store,
I know.
But God worked it out where you got the trailer and it's paid for.
Yeah, and then it makes, okay, so and sometimes we don't understand what's best for us. He literally has to take control and be the driver, because when the bakery came, I thought it was, I was like, oh yeah, we good. We got a building, we good. God did that, yeah. But the thing about it is that you in 4 walls. I can't go nowhere. I'm a people's person. I need to be out in the street. I need to talk to people. You know what I mean? So but see, when you have a trailer, it's certain stipulations that you need to have in order to operate and get your permits for the trailer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So God probably said, this girl she ain't gonna understand.
She ain't
you
ready.
know, she ain't ready for this. She ain't ready for this. And then also, you don't know where that trailer can take you. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give her a brick and mortar first. Let her understand that. Let her understand overhead and all this. You know, let her get the full understanding of that, and then we can start tacking on, because the trailer is gonna be a whole different monster. You know, I believe it in my spirit that he's gonna open all the doors. So you know, it's gonna be. You know, I think the trailer is gonna bring a whole different revenue. You know, so. I needed to have the building. So a lot of stuff that you need to operate the trailer, you got it in the building. You know what I mean? So I can bake in my building and I can put it on a trailer. And then I have fryers, grills. So we're going to get into other little things as well. But I have everything I need there. And then I can bake here. So, yeah.
So if somebody has a passion for baking and do it for family, just like you started out, what would be your advice to them if they wanted to do?
If they wanted, couple different things. One, study your craft. You know, you have to, and I learned that from my mom. Like, my mother labors, real, like, honestly labor, and she studies all the time. So when it's something that you love, and it's and I, like, again, I didn't even know that I loved it this much. Like, people say I ignore them. Yeah, I don't mean to. It's just that when I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone. You know what I mean? And you know how sometimes, you know, people clock the time that they are at work, not me. Only time when I clock the time when I'm getting tired, you know what I mean? But you know, you don't realize how much you can do. Like, I can do 14 hours. I'm gonna do 14 hours for me. But guess what? I'm only gonna do 8 hours for somebody else. You know what I mean? So I do 14, 15 hours easy for me. And I think that one, you have to study your craft. If you don't study, it's no way you will understand everything that comes with it. So I think studying your craft is one. I think that you gotta really understand whether you're ready. This is not for the weak. And I'm saying that so nicely, you know, as nice as possible.
I know what you're saying, because I bought one of those kits from AC Ball Michael's.
Listen, and I'm telling you, and if I had to do it all over again, I think I would still do it. That's how much I love where I am right now. Like, I'm so grateful that God just even allowed me to do this. I had no clue. I had no clue that he will even create a legacy for my kids, for my family, for my grandkids and things like that. You know, but you have to study. You have to be willing. And then you got to work with the community. Yeah. So you have to have a level of customer service. Like, everybody is not built for customer service. You know what I mean? So definitely study your craft. Know what you want. Know what lane you want to be in. I kind of, you know, honestly, I learned the lane that I wanted, and I'm still learning. You know, and I wanted. Only if you could be in my brain sometimes and know all the different things that kind of, you know, fluctuate through my head. But if you're not studying to become great, there's no way you can become great. If you're not, you know, but I'm just saying, like, honestly, even with that being said, you know, you got to pray. Like, honestly, I could not have done any of this. I just get up. I told you earlier, that's all I do is get up. You know, I'm allowing God to be the complete driver in this season, because I don't know. You know, you do have, and you have to have endurance, because it's not always what it seems. It's not always, oh, she got a building, oh, she getting it, she got a bag. No. Overhead is mean. You know, and not only that, you know, you got to learn how to manage your money, manage with your funds, because guess what? You can be up one day, down the next. You got to be able to know, okay, in this season when I'm getting it, I got to make sure I put money aside for the times when we're slow. You know what I'm saying? So it's all this, it's so many different avenues that we need to tap into. And I'm telling you, God he threw me out there. Like, honestly, I'm learning as I go. He threw me out there, and yeah.
As somebody that's looking in, it just looks easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm following you on social media, it just looks.
He makes me look like that. he makes it look easy. It's not. It's like I said before, it's not for the weak. Like, you have to take the hits, whether they be good or bad. So everybody take good hits. Like, when it's good, everybody good. But when it gets hard and when the struggle is on and things like that, that's when you have to buckle up. That's when you have to, you just have to just gird yourself. You got to get ready, because it's not always people come in that door every single day and they want to buy some sweets. Mm-hmm. It's not like that. We have our slow period, and a slow period can be 3 months. Mm. If you're not preparing yourself for them 3 month slow periods, guess what? Oh, it gets real weird. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It gets frustrated. People start fussing at each other. Arguments start to happen. Just, you know what I mean? But, it's that. Like, so you have to be strong. And yes, he has made it look easy, but it's far from easy. It's far from easy, but I feel like it's worth it. Yes, like, for me, it's worth it. It might not be worth it for somebody else. And you have to have that entrepreneur. I have to get up. So it's not, I can call out PTO. Sick day. Yeah, I got vacation leave. Oh, I can call out. No. It's no vacation leave. Mm-hmm. You have to plan your vacation. Like, after tomorrow, it's my vacation time. So you have to plan that. My stuff is set. I don't know. I can't get sick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's because I'm still in the building phase. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You still building. They say, I don't know. They say 5 years, you still building. And this is my 5th year, but I don't count. For me, I look at, this is only my 3rd year, because this is my 3rd year in brick and mortar. Right. When you're in your house, and I had a job, like, I was doing what I wanted to do, but this way, is what counts for me. So I just, all I do is I get up and I just do it. So I just make myself available, and I just have to be a willing vessel for whatever he has for me to do. So, yeah.
So if I come to the bakery, tell me, what can I expect? What you have?
So we have a lot of different things. I bought you a few items today because I said I can't come and not give you something, not have something in my hand. I'm coming, and I just sit down and told you I gotta have gifts. So we have over so we have over probably 30 something flavors. Wow. 30 something, cupcake flavors. So I bought you a few today. We have cake jars. Our cake jars have majority of them have cheesecake in them. Mm-hmm. We do so I bought you a couple different things. Ooh. So
this is red velvet.
That's red velvet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this looks good.
Yeah, so that's red velvet. And then we have caramel heaven, brownie for my brownie, of course. Brownie for my brownie. I love Medea. I'm telling you, I love it. So when I was thinking about a brownie cupcake, that's the only thing that kept on replaying in my head was brownie for my brownie. That is crazy carrot oatmeal cream pie. So this one right here is they love that one. This is one of my favorites though.
Which one is this one?
That's the caramel heaven. And we also we do ultimate milkshakes. We do, like I said, cheesecake jars. So cheesecake jars. So this one right here is my strawberry crunch cheesecake. Mm-hmm. This is red velvet. We also do banana pudding. So what I did was I just gave you some little samples so you can try. This right here is my sweet nanities. Sweet nanities is my sweet potato cake and my banana pudding together. It's absolutely amazing, and it has so many of my customers in the chokehold. Like they get upset when I sell out. So we also do cakes. So I do custom cakes. I do custom cupcakes. I do cookie sandwiches. So our cookie sandwiches look like big whoopie pies, but it has cheesecake in the inside. I say it make you breathe heavy because it does. And we just have a lot of other different things. So when we bring out the trailer, we're going to be doing a couple new things. We're going to be doing funnel cakes, deep fried Oreos, peach cobbler egg rolls. So we're going to kind of tap into a different side of the market. We also do chicken and waffle cupcakes. So we're going to be kind of pushing out all those different items and stuff like that. So we're excited. We're just waiting to get our permitting and stuff like that. And then we're going to be hitting the road.
So where do you plan to have the trailer? Just in Charles County, or are you going to take it?
No.
Okay.
So we're going to be in PG County. So we do have a couple different things. We looking to be at NASA for a couple days a week. We have family at the restaurant store, so we already talked to. We're being very respectful and speaking to managers and things like that to get the permission to come out and to just pull up and just tell people where we're going to be parked that day. We're looking to do festivals and wineries and all those different things, church events and birthday parties, weddings. So, we are going to be in between Charles County and PG County. We just got finished doing Howard University homecoming. So they actually put us on their vendors list. So that's amazing. So we just look wherever
God is doing it.
whatever doors he opened, we're excited. We here for it. So we're gonna be all over. And we have we built a nice relationship with a group of people in Virginia. So we do things at Dulles Expo Center and also Fredericksburg Expo. So, yeah, so we have a really strong relationship. So we kind of like looking at different events for 2024. So if you know any good events, please let us know.
You do office parties and stuff like that?
So yeah, so we do office parties. I just got finished doing Flagship. Flagship had a grand opening. Actually, it's a new Flagship here in Wardolph, and then it was one in Virginia. So we just did a whole bunch of stuff for them. So yeah, we do office events and stuff like that. And that's the one thing that we're trying to do as well. We're trying to really build our relationship and build partnerships with a lot of businesses in the area, because we know that's another way to for marketing, for us, because even though we've been open for 3 years, a lot of people still don't know we're here, so we're just trying to just be really, really intentional for marketing.
Okay, so tell people how to get in touch with you. Where can they come to?
Sure. So Mix and Sweets Bakery, we're located 2084 Crane Highway. We're in the shopping center, the Pinefield Shopping Center, where the Shock Bar, Lefties, barbecue, Krispy Kreme donut. So you can reach us there. Our hours of operation is Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 7, and then on Saturdays, 10 to 5. You can reach out to us on any social media platform, Mix and Sweets Bakery. And yeah, that's how, Oh, you can see us in the street soon
with your trailer.
Yeah, we're gonna be floating, So we're excited. We keep on saying we got wheels, and I just think that alone is gonna generate a lot of marketing for us, because it's hard marketing. I think that's one of that's a tough, it's tough. Marketing is tough.
So do you find? I know your immediate family supports you, but do you find that some people that you thought would support you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. Hey, listen, it's funny because the thing about it is that I feel like our business, Mix and Sweets Bakery, is going to become huge off of people I don't know.
Right.
It's never the people that you know.
I'm close
because,
to it.
The thing about it is that, and it's super sad, but I think that, people struggle with, I don't want that person to pass me. Can't be like that.
Right.
It's enough out here for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't have a problem. I have mentees. I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. You know what I mean? I want people to grow, and to win, and it's all because if it's something that I don't know, maybe you can help me, and vice versa. And I'm, I don't have a problem with, giving, some things I think that you know, you need to allow people to do on their own, you know, but I think that also that we can also help each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you can't keep all the knowledge to yourself. But we can't make things so easy for people where they get so lazy, because I'm not lazy.
Right.
I get up every day. You know, even when I'm tired, when I just got home 2 a.m., 2:30, and then have to be up and back at the bakery walking in the door by 6. That's 3.5, 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, listen, like I said before, this is not for the weak. So if you don't have it in you, if you don't have entrepreneurship in your spirit, don't even touch it.
Right.
That's probably because you can waste money. You can waste, you know, if you are a clock in type of person, clock in.
And it's like you said, it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. I know people, you know, because you have to take the good with the bad. You have to really, you know, when it's good, it's good. Like, everybody love the good. When it gets tough, it starts sweating. Like, you know, you got to be ready for that too. You definitely got to be ready for that. And I just say, you know, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Because we don't have nothing to fall back on. You know, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. You know, so everything I get up for. Right,
you work for.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just want to hope that this encouraged somebody. And if you're interested in starting a business or getting into bakery, we hope that this helped you or give you some insight on what your next steps are and what to do to move forward. Kandi, do you have anything else you want to say?
Well, one, I just want to say something to you. I thank you for reaching out to me. You know what I mean? Because I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate just sitting down. And I think, you know, it's always good just to share, you know, just to get it off, you know, get it off your chest, you know, because we don't realize how much stuff we hold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to talk it through, then it helps me see how far I came as well, you know, because I'm hard on myself. So I thank you for allowing me to come and share and things like that. And hopefully it helps somebody, you know, if you are stuck and feel like, you know, you want to get into this type of lane, this type of lifestyle, you know, I'm not, you know, discouraging it. I'm just telling you, like, you know, the real part. Ain't nobody gonna tell you the real part. I'm here to give you the real. The real is you're gonna work hard. You're gonna work harder than you ever worked in your life. And guess what? Your feet gonna hurt, your ankles gonna, your calves, all that stuff gonna hurt, but it's okay. If you're doing it for yourself. So just buckle up, just do what you gotta do, and just keep on pushing. And anyway, I'm able to help or give some encouragement words or anything, I already gave y'all my information. Y'all know how to get me. So
give me your Instagram again.
Yeah, so it's Mix and Sweets. Instagram is Mix and Sweets. MIX, the letter N, Sweet with a Z at the end.
Give me your Facebook.
Mix and Sweets Bakery. BAKURY. But then if you want to hit me, I think I'm still good for a couple more friends. So it's Kandi Cake Girl. So it's all K's, you know, but Kandi Cake Girl.
Okay, and when you reach out to Kandi, just let her know that Barbara sent you, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks.